Hi, my name is Ejiro Amos Tafiri, the creative director of the fashion brand Ejiro Amos Tafiri. Well, I'm the second of 6 siblings. Born and bred in Lagos. Had my primary education at Mayflower Junior School, Ikeneremo. Secondary school, Queen's College, Aba, Lagos. Tertiary education, Yaba College of Technology, where I studied fashion, designing, and clothing technology. I was a science student in secondary school, going on to become a medical doctor. And somewhere along the line, I just wanted something that I would enjoy, that would be fun. So I went to the clothing and textile class. And at my very first excursion to Yaba College of Technology, I think it just clicked. Oh, this would be nice to do as a career. I was blown away by that excursion, all things I saw. It opened up a new world to me. I saw that it was something I could combine all my loves. I love mathematics, arithmetic, I love sciences, I love the arts. And fashion is a combination of all those things. So I actually saw the rest of my life that day, and then I knew I wanted to become a designer. But then it was a long road from there to here, because even at the time it was very difficult convincing my parents or even my tutors that I wanted to be a designer. It wasn't as if I wasn't a brilliant science student, and at the time people thought fashion designing, as they would say, it was tailor. They want to become a tailor, and they would say at the time it was known as the profession for dropouts or people that couldn't do well at school. So like, you're an A student, why would you want to sacrifice your medical career or becoming an engineer for this? And I said, no, it's just something, I don't know, as young as I was so convinced that I was on the right path. Even my parents didn't understand it. But thank God, through all the struggle and everything, they allowed me to go to fashion school. That was a very tough one for them to swallow. My parents, it was so difficult for them, even like discussing with their friends, and they would say, what school is your child in? The fact that I even chose to go to a polytechnic, it's such a big blow on my parents. And it was bad enough, the only school that offered fashion was a polytechnic. And that was what I chose to do. And then they would say, okay, so what's she doing? She's in Yaba Tech. Okay, Yaba Tech is still. What's she studying? Fashion. I'm very thankful to my parents for living through all of that and then supporting my dreams and my goals. And from school, I did a couple of internships. My first internship was at Nzei-Ebosele Ethnic Clothing, so that was like my first mentor. And then my second internship was at Tiffany Amber. Upon graduation, during my NYC, before NYC and during NYC, I worked at O&E Lifestyle. And then I rose through the ranks from production assistant to junior designer, senior designer to chief designer. And then after that year, I moved on to something more challenging. I went back to Tiffany Amber as the creative assistant to the creative director. And then I rose to become the head of the design team. And then after my 2 years contract, I decided to follow my own dreams and start up my own label, Ejiro Amos Tafiri. So I moved back home, and then 5 years down the line, this is where we are. I don't catalog challenges. I don't see life through the lens of challenges. I don't see it that way. I don't remember them. So I went into this knowing all the possible things, or realizing that it will be difficult, it will be hard. In my primary school, it was owned by Tai Sholari, and something he always said during assembly was, may your way be rough. And people would be like, oh, God forbid. And I'd be like, I'm not swearing for you, I'm saying a good prayer for you. Like, the road to success is never easy, and it's full of thorns, and it's a very narrow road, it's very hard. So I didn't set out on the journey of my career thinking it was going to be easy. So a lot of things have happened, being a young entrepreneur, starting out with just 40K in the bank account and nothing else to my name, going against my parents' wishes to do medicine and then opting for fashion, being a young staff in Lagos, dealing with the roads and things, infrastructure, access to funding, a lot of things. It's been a struggle, but then that's what life is. The Nigerian fashion industry in the next 5 years, I hope that it has become a huge industry and contributing massively to the GDP of the nation, just the way the music and entertainment industry is doing. Because the fashion business all around the world is a multi-billion-dollar business, and it employs a whole lot of people. It has branches. Like, there's so many people that can get employed under fashion. Talking of fashion stylists, fashion designers, cutters, pattern drafters, tailors. The list is endless, and everyone wears clothes. It's a basic need of man. So when you think of air, you think of housing, you think of clothing. So I hope that the Nigerian fashion industry and the players would have realized how important and how key their position is in the GDP of things of our nation, and position themselves that way. We are the largest black nation. So if we made clothes for Nigerians alone, you can imagine what that would translate to in economics and how it would affect the lives of people directly. So for me, it's not so much about the glamour. I hope that we can truly see this as a business, develop it as such, and contribute positively to the growth of our nation. So that's my hope and dream for the Nigerian fashion industry. My inspiration when working, basically, I'm a Jesus baby, so I would say God inspires every aspect of my life and everything that I do. But narrowing it down to my creativity, I am inspired by cultures. I love traveling. Even if I can't physically travel, I like to travel through books, through movies, experience the way other people live, what are their needs, and how would the pieces I make fit into their lifestyles and things like that, and be inspired by their life's journey and the things that affect them in their life. So basically, I'm inspired by people and the culture. And mentors, who are people that inspire me in fashion. Locally, I have a couple of inspirations, and it's for different reasons. Different people inspire me for different reasons. One of my biggest inspirations in the Nigerian fashion industry is Moody. Why do I like Moody? I like Moody because I like the way he grew his business from. He started out very, very small. You know, some people say he used to be a tailor in Antony, and he has grown to this big African brand. He has stores around Africa, in different cities in Africa. He has stores around different cities in Nigeria, and he has shown steady growth and improvement. And then, starting from really small, he has grown to become such a huge household name, and he has affected lives along the way. So that's the kind of legacy that I want to leave as well. Also, another fashion brand that inspires me a lot is the Rough and Tumble brand. I like brands that are able to transcend from just being a glamorous brand to a business entity that actually inspires and affects people's lives positively, and prefer proper solutions that people all around, maybe their immediate environment and beyond, can experience. So you make clothes that people actually go to buy, and and experience wearing this work of art that you do. And also, one of my big inspirations right from when I was in school has to be Tiffany Amber, and that's probably why I chose to work there. I like the way she positioned. I think the way she did fashion in Nigeria, and the way she has attacked fashion in Nigeria, has thrown a lot of light to the fashion industry in Nigeria. She positioned her brand on an international scale, and did it for a lot of people, made a lot of people see that it was possible, and that just opened a whole new world for the Nigerian fashion industry. And so she's somebody that she's a visionary, and she was able to dream, and then a lot of young people saw that it was even possible for them to live their dreams. Somebody like me as well. So that's one reason why she inspires me. So there are a lot of people that inspire me, and Michael Kors internationally, he's gone public. I can only hope. He's taken his fashion business from a very small business, growing it steadily, making accessories, clothes, garments, and stuff. And now he's quoted on the American Stock Exchange. So those are designers for me that have transcended from just being an artist to being a world player. So those are people that inspire me.